Hello creative people, it's Sherry with Dragon Wagon Studio. Today we're going to do product testing. I am going to test out this machine. It's a smart bubble remover, which means this type is a vacuum chamber. I've been doing a lot of research on pressure pots and vacuum chambers to get bubbles out of resin, because everybody knows that's an issue with resin, and especially when you're mixing and pouring and sadness and tears. So I ultimately picked up a different setup, but it won't be here for a couple of weeks. But I did want to test out these little ones. This was only 85 bucks on Amazon. So I want to see how good this is going to compare to the bigger setup that I bought that will be here in a couple of weeks. Also, make sure that you like and subscribe and check out my website at dragonwagonstudio.ca. So a lot of the reviews I read had issues such as creating more micro bubbles, not sucking at all, crapping out in a few days or after a couple uses, things like that. Pretty typical reviews for stuff like this on Amazon. But anyway, all right. Okay, here we go. Lid, vacuum. Here's the chamber. So we got that. Instructions, which I hope are legible. A thank you. Got some cups. And a power cord. So as we can see, we got a lot of cloudiness, a lot of bubbles. I just mixed up 20 mils. These vacuum chambers tend to froth up the resin and the bubbles expand quite a bit. So you need to have some head space on top of your cup. Accommodate that. Alright, so here we go. Resin in. Well, it's got some silicone around here, so it should create a seal. I'm not going to wet it or anything. It should do it on its own, so I shouldn't have to mess with that. Alright, so let's see here. Place the resin cup in and close the lid securely. The twist? It just sits. Okay, well, that's secure, I guess. Connect the power supply. Check. Display screen shows 000 entering standby mode. Correct. Press the start button for 360 seconds. When the resin bubble remover reaching 0, press the release button. After exhaust, open the lid and remove the cup. If there are small bubbles on the surface of the resin, please use a heat gun to remove them. Blah, blah, blah. Temperature, blah, blah, blah. And the current temperature in my house is 24 degrees Celsius, which is perfect temperature for resin. Alright, let's push the button and see what happens here. Alright. It looks like it's doing stuff. It's very loud. Don't know if it's sucking. Alright, I'm pushing down on the lid. That seems to create more of a suction. Not sure how you secure it tightly when it just sits there. I don't really see a whole hell of a lot going on. Sounds like it's dying. It's making more bubbles. That was way cloudier than when I put it in there. We'll see in 2.5 minutes. It looks like when I mixed it up with the drill on high speed. I could definitely see a line now between the bottom bubbles and the top bubbles, so it's definitely frothing. Yeah, 1 minute 54 seconds left. I'm not interested in making a latte, but that seems to be what it's looking like right now. This humming, buzzing noise is definitely giving me a headache. So I'm sorry, friends. It's irritating me too. Alright, we're down to 96 seconds. The vibration keeps making the camera refocus. Alright, count out to 10 seconds. And that looks terrible. Release. 30-second timer for releasing. I'm surprised my dog's not getting annoyed with that. Oh, there it is. Thanks, puppy. Thank you. Yeah, that was annoying. Yeah, that wasn't even on. Like, I don't think that was on at all. Alright, this is what we got. Where's my camera? This way. Let's try that again. I'm going to try getting it wet. I have this baby wipe here. Some alcohol already ready to go on it in case I made a mess. So I'm going to wipe the rim here and get that wet because it is silicone and sometimes that's a trick. Alright. Start. 360 seconds. It's not as loud this time. I'm just going to hold it for a while because sometimes that's what I have to do with the food sealer behind it, which did a better job. So I tried it yesterday before I ordered this thing. Yeah, that should hold now. Alright. I'm trying to pull it off and it's not coming off, so it is sucking. Maybe I got a better seal this time now that I did that. That's creating a ton of bubbles. Like, wow, so many bubbles. 165 seconds left. I've never seen so many bubbles and resin in all my life. This thing is junk. What a piece of garbage. My food saver works way better. Oh, it's kicked it up a notch, going into high gear. That or it's just gonna explode in my face. 50 seconds left to explode time. This video may never get posted. 30. Just giving her. The little vacuum chamber that couldn't vacuum my resin clear. Yeah, more bubbles. Get those bubbles. Keep sucking. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,000 more bubbles than before. This annoying countdown again. Boo. Show everybody how displeased you are with this noise. Alright. Came off incredibly easy. Oh, the froth on the top. Oh, yeah. So that is about the same amount of bubbles I started with. Actually, it's probably a lot worse. No, we're gonna do it one more time. Third time's charm, right? I think I did get better suction that time, so I'll do that again. That wet. Alright. Well, maybe we'll get there. You see more clear on the bottom now. That doesn't sound good. See, I think that's what I was supposed to do the first time. Have that clear resin on the bottom and make a froth on the top to get all the bubbles sucked up and out. Is the idea. This thing doesn't sound healthy. It's getting warm. We have 273 seconds left. Doesn't work by this one, I'm not doing it again. That kind of looks promising, we'll see here. By the time I get this done, my resin's going to be thick. Silliness. Definitely getting clearer. That bottom layer there looks like how many bubbles I probably had just by mixing by hand. So going back to stage 1. They didn't like the names I called it. We are at 180. It looks better. Much better. Much better. I like put way more bubbles to suck out more bubbles. That's the theory behind it. Not sure about the logic, but it seems to be working better. We got 90 seconds left, so a minute and a half. 40 seconds. Oh god, this is painful. I'm so bored. Normally you'd be setting up your area, I guess, but it doesn't take me that long to set up. You got 15 seconds to get rid of that. Alright, and we're at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, do the release. Ready, dog? Noise sucks, doesn't it? Alright, came off nice and easy, as we expected. Well, you know what? That's a lot better. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. It's better than it was before. Let's get the bubbles off the top here. Should have brought my heat gun upstairs before I melt the cup. Not much better. Not by much. Okay, estoyo. I gave a product a 2. And it should be only $30, not $85. That's way too expensive for not much. So, yeah, don't buy that brand. It's junk. It kind of did it, but I gotta, like, pour this immediately or I'm throwing it away. Like, it took way too much time. It didn't clear all the bubbles. It still looks like garbage. It's getting hot. Like, this is really, really hot to touch. The lid. And, yeah, I don't see that thing lasting much longer than 5 uses, if you're lucky. Just with the way the motor was like, sounded like an old man getting out of bed, so. Sorry, Ishtoyo. You a deuce.